Live from Utah's #1 news channel, this is KUTV 2 News at noon. This is breaking news from 2 News.
I-15 is shut down both directions in Midvale after a semi carrying combustible material tipped over. Thanks for joining us here on 2 News this morning. Yeah, traffic is backed up for miles in both directions because of that accident.
Yeah, we just got word that they've actually increased the radius now where they've shut everything down to include 215. The whole belt route underneath I-15 and I-15 now shut down because they have to be so careful with this complicated chemical that they're working with. We have Jeremy Harris live down at the scene. And Jeremy, you've been there for a while. They're being very careful about this.
Exceptionally careful, very cautious, and as you said, the road closures are going to expand because they're kind of getting to the point where they can now address this. You can see here behind me, very active. I-15 is completely shut down both directions right now, and firefighters are just getting into that truck. With us, we have Taylor Sandstrom with Unified Fire Department. What can you tell us a little bit more about what is inside of that tanker?
So this tanker contains ammonium nitrate emulsion, so it's ammonium nitrate mixed with an oil. It's used as an oxidizing agent or a blasting agent in mining. As it is, it's pretty safe. It needs a detonation to detonate it. So we're not worried about a spark here or anything like that. Right now, we're waiting for the transport agency to arrive. They're going to right the vehicle. We're going to re-inspect it, make sure that it's not leaking. It isn't leaking at this point. Make sure that it's not leaking and it can be safely offloaded. The material can be offloaded.
So how far out are you guys needing people to stay out of, and how far out are you going to close down?
Yeah, so we have guides for this kind of thing, and it's recommended about a half a mile evacuation zone for this. So we're going to shut down traffic for a half mile in each direction, and we're going to move the media and ourselves back. This obviously is precautionary. We're just being safe. We're just trying to keep everybody safe.
And it sounds like everything's under control. Thankfully, that trailer's not leaking. If it were to leak, what could be the potential hazard?
Well, the hazard is cleaning it up, and an accidental detonation isn't likely. There's not blasting caps laying around. So again, it's a safe material to transport. It's very safe. We just want to be safe while we offload it.
Taylor Sandstrom with Unified Fire, we appreciate your help this morning, and obviously they really are the ones now with the big job. They, and along with the tow companies that are going to have to be out here to get this trailer back upright. As we've been looking at some of the UDOT cameras, this is in the 6600 South area of I-15. Those backups, though, are going to extend. They are already extending on southbound I-15, northbound I-15. Both directions are shut down. They're now going to be shutting down 215, we're told, as well. So not only is this impacting people here on I-15, but also tens of thousands of people on the surrounding roads as they are continuing to try and get this mess cleaned up. There was some intense moments when it did actually happen. Take a listen.
It's craziness. Everyone's outside of their cars.
UHP turned cars around one by one after traffic slammed to a standstill when a tanker trailer flipped on its side after getting twisted up in a 4-car crash.
It came up, it was stopped, I put it in park and just been sitting here since then.
Utah Highway Patrol says the tanker is carrying ammonium nitrate, a substance that can be explosive if mixed with gas or diesel.
But the good news is that it has to mix with something in order to explode. But by all the manuals, by the policies, by the procedures, we have to evacuate a 150-foot radius around the semi.
Hang on.
That meant closing both directions of the busiest stretch of freeway in the state. Tens of thousands of drivers stuck in traffic trying to find a way around it.
Thank goodness we're not in rush hour right now, so traffic's a little lighter, but I'm assuming it's backed up in every direction.
As for what caused the crash, some witnesses told troopers that this trailer may have come loose from a truck, but UHP says it's also too early to tell exactly what happened. Their focus now is trying to assess the trailer and get equipment to the scene to clean up the hazardous situation.
This is going to take several hours to clear up. We have to get a crane up here. We have to be able to upright the actual tanker.
So again, we're being told from authorities, no hazard to people that are living and working in this area, but certainly they're being cautious closing down the roads. You can see they've now pulled their trucks back, and as we look down this way, this is actually where they're telling us that we're going to be going. They've got all their fire apparatuses, they're all pushed back, so we've got to actually take off because they're actually basically pushing us back there as well. So very serious situation out here. Again, stay with us. We will be back with you here as soon as we have any sort of an update, but it looks like things are in motion down there to kind of get the tanker uprighted and to get the situation back under control. But we're being told at least several more hours until these highways could be back open. This will impact you. It is through the busiest portion of freeway in the entire state, so this is a huge inconvenience for anybody that may be using any of the roads around here. Back to you.
Yeah, like you say, tens of thousands of people impacted by this. Okay, we'll let you.
Yeah, everybody's gone. You better get out of there,
yeah,
Jeremy.
We've got to get out of here.
We'll
Yep.
check back
Yeah.
with you in a little bit.
Okay, see you in a few minutes.